What is going on? Hold on.
We might just not record this one. It
Hold
doesn't
on.
have to be recorded.
Okay. No, it was just my computer was still, like, coming
Figuring it out.
on. Like, I think.
Okay.
So everything else, we should be good now.
Okay. All right. Oh, shit.
Is it still showing? Okay. What are we going to do? We're going to set an alarm for 45 minutes from now. And it'll just go off. Okay. And there's a timer down in that corner.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So I'm going to put this here.
And it should, like, tell you what's going on.
Just so like at like 5 minutes I'll...
You'll know. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Albert.
Hi.
How has this week been?
It's been okay.
It's been okay?
Mm-hmm.
How are things? Are you back at school?
I have not started classes again. Just still feeling pretty, like, I don't know, sad and not really able to get out of bed. So,
Okay.
So, my professors gave me another week to, you know, rest and sort through some stuff.
Okay.
But I have to come back on Monday, or I have to withdraw. So I going back Monday.
You're going back Monday.
Yeah.
That's happening. Okay. You feel good with that?
I'm gonna have to. It's one of those, you know, like I'm paying my way through school. It's paid for. It's happening. So.
It's happening. Okay. So this last week, still feel sad. Still, it's hard.
Yeah, like, just, I don't know, I just have a knot in my stomach, you know, like a feeling, I don't know, unsure about that I could have done better, or, like, you know, I think at the bottom of all that, like, feeling, like, sadness and, you know, anxiety about what, you know, what am I going to do without him, you know, is, like, at the core of all that, but I don't know. It's hard. Mostly, I'm just really tired. So it, you know, like it's been okay. Like I've been eating. I've been taking care of myself, but just like sleeping a lot. Like watching a lot of Netflix. You know, binge watching House of Cards. It's kind of great.
Good show.
So. Just a lot of that.
Okay. So, feeling tired, sleeping a lot, feeling anxious and depressed? Sad?
I mean, I don't know, like, how comfortable I am with, like, depressed. But definitely, like, sad.
Definitely sad.
Yeah.
Okay. A quick screening I want to do real quick. I'm going to ask the same question for sadness and the same question for anxiety, since you mentioned both of those. On a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being as happy as you possibly could be in any situation, and 10 being as sad as you possibly could be in any situation. For sadness, where do you think you're ranging right now?
So you said 10 is as sad as you could be?
As sad as you could be.
I feel like I'm probably at like a 7.
You're at a 7. And for anxiety, 1 being as happy as possible, 10 being as sad as possible, or as anxious as possible.
Probably at like a 9.
9.
Pretty high.
Your anxiety is pretty high. Okay. What's that coming from, do you think?
Of just like not knowing what to do next, not feeling like I can do it. I think I just feel like I'm spiraling between like I have all these things to do and I need to get them done, but I can't do them. And it's just like a cycle of needing to get things done and not being able to do them.
Needing to get things done, but not being able to do them. What's holding you back?
You know, like, I don't know, I'm just exhausted and feel like I can't do anything, and, like, I Like I wanted to go to like the gym today, but like I don't know how to describe it. I just felt like I couldn't do it. Like I just couldn't get up. I couldn't put on my workout clothes. Like I couldn't even think of like going on a run. Like it felt so exhausting. Or like the schoolwork I have built up. Like I tried to pick up a book to read and fell asleep after like a few minutes because it was just made me so tired and not used to that.
So you're not used to feeling like this.
Yeah, like I'm usually really competent. Like I usually have my shit together, and it feels like not together.
It doesn't feel together.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're feeling it's not together, feeling like things are spiraling a bit, and not able to get your work done.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to kind of come back to, having your grandfather pass away in the past month. And that's really difficult. It's going to be difficult for anybody, and it's hard to get back into the swing of things once a big event like that happens. So I'm wondering how you're feeling now about looking towards the future. Do you see yourself getting back into the swing of things?
I mean, I hope, like I hope that like I snap out of it and I'm able to do things again. Like I need that. I hope that's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
All right. Well, something that I know you know a lot about is taking care of yourself, both with your diet and with just your physical needs. So, eating right and sleeping and getting a proper amount of both of those things. And I want to make sure that in this time of transition and feeling sad about your grandfather, that those needs are still being met.
Of sleep and eating right, those things.
Yeah, and of making sure that the things that need to be taken care of, that you feel like you're able to do those things. Because sometimes, I know that you said depression, that seems really big and out of this world. But you're naming some of the things that might be markers for depression. What does that seem like? How do you feel with that?
Like I don't want to be depressed. Like my parents were really unhappy people. They really hated their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like they never wanted to do anything like outside of what they had to do, and like they were really bad. Like they were really bad about letting those emotions like dictate who they were, and I don't want to be that. Like I don't want to be them.
You don't want it to be them.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to be labeled something that I would label them.
That's how you would label them.
Yeah. I mean, along with probably angry and some other things, but
Depressed, angry, and some other things.
Yeah.
What do you want to be labeled as?
I mean, I want to be competent. I want to be responsible and capable. I want to be happy.
Happy, competent, responsible. Do you feel like that's still part of who you are now?
Um, I mean, I think I've done those things in the past, but I don't see myself, I don't know, that as that person right now. Like, I can't get out of bed. You know, like I can't do schoolwork. You know, it feels like a lot.
And with a transition and loss, it can feel that way. That happens. And it's okay to allow yourself time. But from just what you've said just a few minutes ago, it sounds like that responsibility, that part of you is kicking in with, I paid for college. It's paid. I'm going. I'm doing it. So it sounds like you're going to do what you need to get done.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to, for sure. I don't think that, you know, that is something that I can't do. Like, I think I can do it. I think it's just, like, it's hard, you know, when I still have, like, my family, like, yelling at me to do things, you know, and, you know, I don't have any energy to do that, let alone take care of myself. And
so it feels like a lot.
Yeah, like it's overwhelming, and, you know, they need me to take care of them more than, you know, I need to cry on the couch. So, like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, makes me feel selfish.
Makes you feel selfish. To address your needs before theirs?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I think I've been responsible in the past. Like, I think I've been capable in the past, and, like, they've never been those things. So, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they need me in that more than I need to figure my life out. So,
you feel like you need to help them figure out their life more than you need to figure out your life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, something that I see in you, and I definitely want to, take a moment to affirm you in that. I feel like you have a lot on your shoulders, and I think that you bear that gracefully, just from what I've heard of you and what you've been talking about. Like, it seems so selfless of you to really be putting your family's needs in front of your own. Like, that's hard, especially at a time like this. That's difficult. So, it seems like you're that kind of person.
Thanks.
You think that's true?
I don't know. I think a lot of the things I did just, like, needed to be done. You know, like, I don't think I've ever seen it as being, like, selfless or, you know, helpful or caring. It just, like, needed to happen. But I mean, I guess, like, I could see, like, if it were someone else, that I would think those things.
You would think that they were being selfless.
Yeah.
If someone else did it.
Yeah.
What's stopping you from saying that about yourself?
I think just the fact that it had to be done, and, like, no one was gonna do it. And that, like, you know, taking care of, like, my younger siblings, like I said, and, like, taking care of the house, and, you know, it would have been unlivable if I didn't do those things. Like, someone had to, you know. And so I think it was more survival than being selfless. Like,
survival. Your life and your siblings' life would have been unlivable if you hadn't stepped up.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think so? So your parents, if you had not been there to fill that void, your parents would not have done what they needed to do as parents.
I mean, it's it's hard to say what would have happened or what wouldn't have happened, but I don't think they would have. I mean, they went to work early in the morning and got back late at night, and just left us kids alone. So I don't think that I mean, we would have had food. We would have had a roof over our heads, but that food wouldn't have been made, and we would have lived in a dump, and we would have had no community or no family, and I don't think that's very livable.
Okay. So, what I'm hearing you say, you were responsible for food, the community, making things happen, and making a community for your family, making it livable.
Yeah.
Does that feel like a lot?
I mean, I feel like it's something that I was just used to, from the time I was 7 or 8, and my mom asked me to make dinner, and put my younger sister to bed. I just did it, and I just kind of kept doing it, I guess.
I'm going to ask a super lame counselor question because I'm racking my brain to say it better, but it's not happening, so I apologize in advance. How does that make you feel?
I thought that was down there.
What are, and I kind of want to preface it a little bit with, we're talking a lot about your parents, and we're talking about a lot about the things that you had to do in order for life to be livable, literally livable, in your eyes. And I'm wondering if you have any emotions about, or what does that feel like in regards to you and your parents' relationship?
I felt pretty alone. Felt very lonely. I felt, very, I don't know, not anxious, but I don't know, stressed out, getting, doing everything right and doing it for my siblings. I think, the one saving grace was my grandpa, who, made sure I was okay. But after that, other than him, nobody checked in on me, and so I don't know. It left me feeling pretty lonely, I think.
Lonely.
And I don't know if at the time I was sad, but I mean, it makes me sad to think about now.
It's lonely and sad, and it was hard being there and just having your grandfather to help you through that time.
Yeah, and the person who would go through tough times with me is my grandpa, and he's not here.
I'm wondering if there's a connection with what you felt when you were younger and how you're feeling now.
I mean, I think there is. I have friends at school, but I am the mom, I'm the caretaker. I am the DD. I help them when they're having a bad day, or bring them coffee, or I do those friend things, and I feel the difference now is I'm caring for people and nobody's caring for me. At least when I was younger, my grandfather made sure that someone paid attention to me. Even if he wasn't always very emotional or lovey-dovey, he made sure that I knew I existed. And yeah, I don't feel that now.
I don't feel that now. And another thing that I heard you say that I kind of want to bring into this also is that you had to have things perfect, or you had to kind of make sure everything was getting done. And it sounds like that's also an issue now, is that without that support, and feeling like you have to have things all done and all perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's some connection there. I think also, like, I have to have work done. Like, I mean, it's not just something like I feel like needs to happen. It's like that, or I waste thousands of dollars, Um, and I don't know, it's causing a lot of anxiety. I mean, I guess it's similar in that way. I don't know. But I think it's similar emotions, even though it's a different, maybe, context of really needing to get done.
So similar emotions, but you feel like they're two different things.
Maybe not totally different, but like a very different context. One is performance, career, and all of that, and another is people. So they're needed for different reasons, maybe. But I think, like, feeling incompetent or brought down by the fact I can't complete them is probably similar.
So the need to do things in your mind correctly and right. And when it's difficult to do that, there's higher anxiety.
Yeah.
There's more happening there.
Yeah, like, it needs to be the right thing, and, like, I want to do the right thing. Like, I want to be good. Yeah, I want to be good. I want to do the right thing, and I want that to be helpful to people.
So you want to be good, you want to be right, and you want to be helpful to people. Is that what I'm hearing?
Not right as in, like, I need to have the right answer, but right as in, like, doing what's right. Yeah.
That's right. What is right?
That's the question, isn't it? I don't know. I feel like what is right to anyone? Like, I think it can be different, but right is, like, serving other people. It's, like, taking care of other people. Like, I'm a Christian, so, like, right is, what I think God has defined as right. It's helping others. It's, being moral. It's being honest. It's, like, it's not giving up.
It's not giving up. It's tough.
Yeah.
So, being right is being moral, it's helping others, and it's not giving up.
Yeah, it's continuing. It's pushing through. It's doing.
Do you feel like it's something that you can accomplish?
I mean, I think I can be honest. I think, like, I've been pushing through a long time. And I mean, I try to put people before myself. Like, I think those are things I try to do. I don't know if it's always successful, but it's not something that's happening right now.
You don't feel like you're putting people in front of yourself?
Like, I don't really know, actually. I just feel kind of confused, and I'm getting a lot of different messages, I think.
Outside messages?
yeah, I mean, I think like since when I decided to not go back to Florida to take care of my grandpa, I think I put myself first and wasn't happy about it, and I stayed, and now I'm back here, and I'm trying to like get back to life. Um, those are I don't know, like they still need me in Florida, and I'm still doing this, so I don't know if I'm being selfish or not. I mean, I don't want to think that I am, but my family is pretty convinced that I am, and when I look at it, I'm doing things for myself and not for other people, so I guess that's selfish.
You feel that is selfish.
Yeah.
When you stayed here instead of going to Florida, was that at the request of your grandfather, or was that at the request of your family?
That was my grandfather.
That was your grandfather. And he wanted you to do that for you. You mentioned trust before, and I'm wondering how you feel about who you trust. Do you feel like you have a clear answer of who you trust in life?
I don't know. I think that it's hard to trust people when you've always, cared for other people. So I don't know, like, if I've ever, like, really trusted anyone in, like, the full sense, like, I mean, the people know who I am, like, they know about my life, they know, like, things I've been through, but I don't really know what trust looks like, I guess. Other than, like, being dependable, being someone I can count on. Like, I think my grandfather showed me that, of, like, what it means to count on someone. I don't really have anyone like that I count on.
So you mentioned that you felt like your grandfather was dependable. You felt like you trusted him?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if he was the safest place to, like, share emotions with, just because it never happened, like, I think I don't know how he would have responded or what he would have really said, because he wasn't an emotional guy, I think he cried at my high school graduation. Other than that, not really ever.
Wow. He cried at your high school graduation?
Yeah, I mean, children graduate, they get old, and I guess he was, I don't know, crying about me being old. But
did he cry at anybody else's high school graduation?
I mean, like, none of my siblings have graduated high school yet, but I don't know, he might have.
So you were important to him?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, he showed me with his time that I was important to him. Even if, like, I mean, he never verbalized it or emotionally communicated that to me, like, I think I knew that.
So you do feel like you knew that?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make sure I understand. So for trusting him, maybe?
I mean, yeah, as much if I've ever trusted someone with him, Okay.
So with that, I'm kind of, in my mind, seeing two different sides. I'm seeing the side of your grandfather and his wishes for you, and I'm seeing the side of your parents and their wishes for you. And I'm wondering which line you'd like to go off of, which line you'd like to choose. So it sounds like your grandfather, from what you've told me, has, in his own way, tried to put your needs in front of his or in front of other people's in order for you to have a better situation, a better life, better childhood, whatever that looks like. And then on the other side, it sounds like your parents, kind of, in the way that you've described it, have been blaming you for not putting their needs in front of yours.
Mm-hmm. So just which one of those I prefer, or do...
in the language that you used, which sounds right to you?
Of like the right thing to think.
The right thing to think.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I would rather think that, go off of my grandfather's line of thinking, where he wanted me to take care of myself and wanted me to do things for myself that grow. But it's just never what I've done. I don't know.
So that's just not what you've done. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that might be the right way of thinking?
Because it's hurt them, right? Like, it's hurt my parents. That I've made the decisions I have, and if it's hurting someone, is it right? I don't know.
So your decisions have hurt them, and do you feel that it's your responsibility for how they feel? Do you feel like their emotions are your responsibility?
The right answer is probably no, but I feel responsible if they're not okay. I feel like I could do something, or I should do something to make them feel better.
So you feel like you should be acting. There should be some sort of behavior or action that you should be doing to make them feel better about the situation.
Yeah. That's usually the case. It's usually what I've done.
It's usually what you've done.
Yeah, I've usually, excuse me, done something to make them feel, like they weren't awful, or take something off their hands that made them upset, or, cooking and cleaning and taking care of my siblings, they didn't want to do that. It made them stressed out. It made them lash out. It wasn't nice, and so it made them feel better for me to take care of my family, so I did.
It made them feel better for you to take care of their family.
Yeah.
If we were looking at someone else, not connected to either one of us in any way, and they were telling you this story, what would your advice to them be?
No, it makes so little sense in my head. Yeah, I don't know that I have an answer to that.
What's confusing to you?
Just that I feel like it's my fault, but it seems like it's not, or I think I'm just grappling with, I don't know if it's my fault or not. I don't know if I'm letting someone down or not. I don't know if it's my responsibility to be doing these things, or what I should be doing, or what is right. I don't know the difference. I don't think.
So a lot of questions, a lot of unknowns. You don't know what's right, what you're feeling, what you should be feeling, and that is all kind of circular, spiral.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut us off, but I do want to mention that we have 5 minutes left. In a utopian world, what would this situation look like?
I mean, my grandfather would be dead, probably. Yeah. My grandfather would be dead.
He'd be here to take care of you and your family.
It would be a lot easier. It would, I mean, everything that's going on right now wouldn't be happening.
Everything wouldn't be happening, and you'd be moving on at a normal pace.
Yeah, and, like, I would be able to put other people first and do other things, and, have him there, like, calling me up and asking me about my classes, or, on Christmas break, taking me to, like, a basketball game, or, going to grab pizza. Like, it'd be that time with him if he were here.
And that's hard enough to have. Absolutely. So in kind of a perfect situation, your grandfather would still be here to take care of you, and you would be taking care of everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, I know that it's maybe not perfect, or, like, maybe what should be happening, but when they can't do it, when they can't take care of themselves, or they can't, I don't know, be happy, like, it seems right. It seems like the right thing to do.
So they can't be happy, so you have to take care of them. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, like, not just, happy, but, clearly I'm willing to do something for myself. I moved away,
At the urging of your grandfather.
Yeah. But, yeah, when they need practical stuff, when they need things to get done, when, if I'm home for a break and my sister needs driven to, like, her chorus concert, like, I'm going to drive her. If she needs, her friends need something, I'm going to go pick them up. Or, I can't do everything now, but, I still try to do some things.
Okay. So you still try to do the things that, for you, are helping your family and giving them what they need. All right. Well, I'm going to kind of stop this here. But I really do appreciate you kind of letting me in to your world and helping me better understand how you feel. I really do appreciate that.